Welcome back to Blue and Tarot-Bang's Cheapskate Challenge. I'm Blue, and this is Penny. And, oh, Professor Elm is calling us. Hey, Professor Elm. Oh no, a disaster. Okay, we'll get back right there in a minute. This is Moolah. Hey, Moolah. Oh, he blew out a couple fireballs. Oh, Moolah. Ooh. Weedle. It's so funny, I don't really like Weedle, I like Caterpie because I had Pokemon Blue, and Pokemon Blue had a bunch of Caterpie. But it's funny because a lot of the people I meet had Pokemon Red. It was the more popular version. And they all got a bunch of Weedles. And back then it was kind of harder to find someone to trade with, so you didn't really get all 150 Pokemon unless you had a sibling to trade with, like I did with my brother. But it meant that you really did just sort of have the Pokemon that were native to your game, and that was it. And I think it's kind of cool now that you don't, but it's also kind of sad because you don't get that sort of dichotomy of this group of people think of Weedle as the main bug Pokemon, and this group of people think of Caterpie as the main bug Pokemon, and it just doesn't happen like that anymore. Oh, before... how... level 7. I mean, I probably can defeat the Totodile of Doom coming up, but I want him to not die. I think I might train a little bit right here. We're gonna do a little bit of training with Moolah. And we're gonna see what we can see. Because it'd be nice if he could have Ember. That's what we'll get him Ember, and then we'll go fight against our foe. So I was thinking about Pokemon X and Pokemon Y, which is the newest iteration of Pokemon at the time of this recording, and how much I like them. I mean, I was afraid that they were going to do too much with the 3D gimmick stuff, but I really like them. I think they did a good job with most of the models. With exceptions. I mean, they kind of ruined Sentret. I never thought of Sentret as like a giant balloon of a raccoon thing. I sort of imagined Sentret as, you know, sort of flat with little flying squirrel arm flaps. So I don't know what they were thinking, or if they just got lazy on that and were like, well, circles and round things are easy. I'm kind of cutting it close here. But I should be able to kill this Pidgey before it kills me. And then we'll just go heal up in the... Yeah, there we go. See? It's okay, Moolah. You're fine. Don't worry about it. See? You're fine. But yeah, I was sort of disappointed in Sentret. Most of the other ones I like. I like the movements they all have. It kind of reminds me of Pokemon Stadium. Oh, Pokemon Stadium. That was the best. Pokemon Stadium was one of the first video games I bought with my own money. And there's something really special about the first things you buy with your own money. Since this game is all about money anyway, I might as well talk about money. Yeah, my dad had this thing where I could haul buckets of rocks from the front yard to the backyard for $1 per bucket. And I really wanted this game. And so I hauled those rocks for like a month during summer. And then I earned enough money and I went and bought Pokemon Stadium. And it was amazing. It was the best game I'd ever bought by myself. And I know it's not really the best game, but it's just got that feeling in it where I bought this. This is my game. I also bought my N64 with my own money, and that was an amazing, amazing time too. That was before, of course, I bought Pokemon Stadium, but the N64, I remember so well. I had saved up enough money, and I told my parents, Mom, Dad, can we go to the game store? I want to buy my N64. I'm ready, I have my money. I would like to purchase this thing I've been craving for so long. And they said okay. So we all piled in, and my brother was pretty excited too, because I was a good little sister. I shared with my big brother. He was excited to play games with me, even though he wouldn't use any of his money on it, but that's okay. So we all piled in the car and drove to the mall, and back then we had a mall. We don't have a mall anymore. It's gone, but it used to be there. Went to the game store, I bought my N64, and then we went in. Apparently my parents wanted to go out for ice cream to reward me for being responsible enough to save up money to buy my own things. And all I wanted to do was go home and play my N64. So it was sort of, I mean, I was happy to go get ice cream, but at the same time I was just sort of like, can't we just, you know, get ice cream at home or something? No. We had to go to Baskin-Robbins, which doesn't exist anymore. Again, a lot of things don't exist anymore, but you know. And I took my N64, the whole box, in with me and had it on my lap as we ate ice cream. I was so excited. It was incredible. I think I'm gonna do one more little... Oh. This. One more of this. Go Mulaha! Or Cyndaquil. Whichever you prefer. And yeah, so there's something magical when you have worked really hard to earn money for something you really want. There's something magical about that moment when you first can do that and you have control over your own life and your own possessions. It's pretty special. And I was able to tell my brother to get off my video game so I could play, because the SNES, the SNES, that was bought by my parents for us. Actually, it was bought by my aunt, but you know, controlled by my parents. And my brother would play all the time, and I never got to play. You know, it was never my turn, it was always his turn. He was always player 1 and I was always player 2, and that's what you get for being a younger sibling. That's just how it works out. But, well, level 9's good enough. We're not gonna go for Ember, we're just gonna go for level 9. So, when I got my N64, my parents agreed that... Oh, I should have healed. Whoops. Oh well. They agreed that it's my N64, so I get to make the rules about it. And while they would like me to share, if I want to play, if it's time to play and I want to play, then I should get first dibs. That Totodile, he's gonna be mean in the future, but now he's just a wimp. Leer it. All that work of getting up to level 9. And it probably doesn't actually matter because I'm at a disadvantage anyway. Excuse me, I hiccuped a little bit there, but tried to press it. Come on, Moolah, you can do this. Tackle him, yeah! One more and we'll be done. And we'll have won this first battle. Humph. Haha, good job, Moolah. So yeah, if you are of the age where you're not already paying for all your own stuff, I highly recommend working hard for money and then using it to buy things you like. Because it's a very rewarding process. You know? Don't always just ask your parents. Ask your parents if you can do any chores to earn money and do it that way. And you'll have a better time of life in the future if you do. Alright, now we're gonna go heal. I'm sorry, Moolah. I'm sorry we didn't heal before, but you were so good. You did such a good job. Yeah. You flower smeller. I'm bad at aim. There we go. Nurse Joy, please help my Cyndaquil. His name is Moolah. We're trying to make some money. Ding ding dingle ding. So down here's all the Wi-Fi stuff. We're not gonna ever do that. It's too much work. We're just gonna do the little main game here. I keep hearing the bush wiggle. I don't know what else to call it. This sound. Shh. That's the sound of the bush wiggling in Pokemon Black and White, where Arduino, that's where they hang out. So, yeah. It confuses me because I keep looking in the bushes. Where's that bush? There is no bush. Haha. Now we can deliver this egg, see what the terrible thing is, except I'm pretty sure we have a good idea what the terrible thing was. Nurse Joy! No, Officer Jenny. Derp. You are no Poirot, Officer Jenny. No Poirot at all. At least Ethan is on my side. Because, you know, just take the word of young children, but it's not like this officer's really... Oh, here we go. So, IRS is what I was gonna name him. The IRS. Right. I'm gonna name him the IRS. We're gonna put the in lower. There we go. The space IRS. Okay. The IRS was trying to take my Pokemon. Yes, the IRS was his name. It's quite appropriate I'm doing this right now. It's almost tax day. So, there you go. My Cyndaquil just looks like a little red bush from behind. There's a mystery egg. And I love how in the first Gold and Silver it was like, oh my gosh, an egg! What is this? I've never seen this. And this one's just sort of like, we know about eggs. That's old news, but I guess it's kind of interesting. Incredible. Like, everyone gets a Pokedex. I like how it used to be like a special thing that Professor Oak only gave to certain special children, but in Pokemon X and Y, I think it's just everybody gets them now. And one thing I sort of miss in X and Y that they're not doing anymore, but they did in old ones, is they, I guess this might be in the anime, not in the games here, but the Pokedex was shaped like the thing that you were playing on, which I thought was really cool. So the Pokedex in Gold and Silver would be shaped like a DS, which I just thought was amazing. Anyway, we're gonna talk to Mom and not let her take my money. No. No money for you, Mom. I'll be careful. Alright. And then I'm gonna say goodbye. This is the end of the episode. I wish all of you well, if I have any of you yet. I wish all you future people well. And remember to let me know if I should get a Wooper, a Mareep, or a Slugma from Primo the Eggman. Because on Cheapskate Challenge, we're only allowed to have Pokemon that are given to us, and that's the next available gift that we can get. So let me know, and see you next time.